Hey guys, welcome back. This is Tarun again, back with another fitness video for you folks. So today I'm going to be sharing something with you which probably you would thank me for, something which probably no nutritionist or a dietitian will ever share it with you, because I get this question a lot from many of you asking me that, Tarun, what should be my portion size, how should I eat, what should be my percentage of carbs, if my goal is to pack on muscle, my goal is to lose weight. How do I eat? How do I know this is the right quantity for me? Obviously, you have to have your BMR and stuff like that. You need to know all those numbers. But I'm going to share one concept with you without complicating it, which will make your life a lot more easier, which probably will come so handy to you if you were to apply this in your daily lives. Your life will be so much easier and you will be fit as a fiddle. So what exactly is that rule? I'm talking about a 1-2-3 rule. It's called a 1-2-3 nutrition rule. So what exactly is that rule? So guys, just think of your plate, your food plate, which has about 6 pies in it, as you can see it on my screen here. Now in those 6 pies, one pie comes, has to be, the food comes from fat. So whatever you eat, one pie of it, which is somewhere between 15 to 16%, has to come from fats. Whichever food that you eat, it could be from olive oil, it could be walnuts, it could be badam, almonds, anything. This food has to come from fats. Now comes number 2. Now number 2 is somewhere between those 2 pies here again. That food has to come from your protein, which is somewhere between 30 to 35%. So whatever you eat, 15% from your fats, which is 1. 2 is, which is 30 to 35% from protein. It could be lean meat, it could be, your fish, it could be tuna, anything that you prefer. Cheese also, paneer if you're a vegetarian, if you're a cheese lover. And number 3, which means those 3 pies there, food has to come from where? Exactly, you got it right. Carbs, now which is somewhere between about 50 to 60% of it. It's as simple as that, guys. So whatever be your goal, now what you can do is, in that 1-2-3 rule, let's say if you are one of those guys who wants to, lose weight. Now what you can do is, from 3, which is your carbs, you can make it to about a 2 or a 1, depending on your goal. If you feel that your body does not adjust carbs too much, so you can have 1 pie. You can make number 1 as your carb source intake. Easy, right? Which means 15% of your overall food comes from carbs. And the rest, portion can remains the same. Your fats could be about 30%, because remember in the keto diet also I've shared with you that most of your food comes from fat. So that can be of great help to you. And when you're trying to lose fat, you have to lose fat. So your fat percentage has to go up. Remember, I've shared this with you. If your goal is to lose fat, you have to eat fat, which is a very, very critical rule, guys. And remember, when in weight loss also, your carbs come down and your fat comes up, which means fat from your diet. Good fat, I'm talking about omega-3s, omega-6. I'm not talking about you going to a KFC or McDonald's and piling up on that junk. No, it's simple. But if your goal is to pack on muscles, you're one of those ectomorphs, who have a hard time packing on muscle, 1-2-3 rule is perfect for you, which means 50 to 60% of your calories are coming from carbs, 30% of your calories too, which is coming from protein, which is good enough for you, and 1 from fats. And you can obviously change this around as per your requirement. Remember, guys, I've told you this. These are just guidelines, and you have to tweak it as per your own requirement. Depends and see what works for you. It's exactly like that video that I did, free weights versus machines. Depending on what you want from your body, whatever suits you and whatever suits your body. These are just general thumb rules and guidelines. But what may happen is that sometimes, I'll tell you my example, that 1-2-3 rule sometimes does not apply to me depending on my goal, because I feel, I'll be very honest with you, brutally honest with you, I feel 3, which means 60%, 50 to 60% from carbs for my body is still too high. So what I do is I kind of change it. I put protein there, 60%, and I put 2 under carbs, so that I kind of balance it out. Similarly, just see what suits you. But remember, 1-2-3 rule will make your life a lot more simpler. You would exactly know what to eat and how to eat depending on your goal. So I hope this video comes in handy to you. I hope you apply this 1-2-3 rule in your life, just like you have the TUT rule, the 3-1-2 rule, which is for your training. So I'll keep sharing these tips with you, so that you imbibe these into your training program, into your nutritional plan, and you get your results and meet your fitness goal at the earliest, because there was no Tarun Gill Fitness telling me when I was doing all this stuff. So any one of you who have any questions around this, feel free to reach out to me either on my Facebook, YouTube or Instagram, and I'll be very happy to explain you this 1, 2, 3 rule in detail. So until we meet again, peace.